unnecessary share from someone you know or from a complete stranger can hurt. Words can even end lives. Think before you type. Stop cyberbullying today.
This message is reaching you from Diamond 88.7 FM, Ilorin.
You're welcome back from that short break. Now the news in detail. Massive crowds gathered at the palace of the Emir of Ilorin to bid farewell to the late Chief Imam of Ilorin, Sheikh Dr. Mohammed Bashir Saliu. Saliu died yesterday at the age of 75. The Chief Imam, who served as the 12th Chief Imam of Ilorin for over 4 decades, was known for his wisdom, intelligence, and dedication to promoting interfaith harmony and tolerance. The Janaz prayer held this morning at the Emir's Palace was attended by prominent Nigerians, including the Emir of Ilorin, Ibrahim Solugambari, and former Senate President Bukola Saraki. The Emir described the late Chief Imam as a man of great honor and piety, whose demise was a monumental loss to the Ilorin Emirate, the Muslim Ummah, and humanity at large. Honorable Bashir Omonike Bolarinwa has extended his deepest and most heartfelt condolences to Nigerians on the passing of an exceptional Islamic icon, a revered scholar, a peacemaker, and a father to all without discrimination. The Chief Imam of Ilorin, Sheikh Mohammed Bashir Imam Soliu OON, in a statement released today by Honorable Bolarinwa, described the departure of the Chief Imam as a profound loss, not only to Ilorin and Kwara State, but to the entire nation. Similarly, the founder and chairman, Board of Trustees of Al-Hikmah University, Ilorin, Alhaji Chief Dr. Abdurrahim Oladimeji, has expressed deep sorrow over the passing of the Chief Imam of Ilorin, Sheikh Mohammed Bashir Soliu OON, describing the loss as a profound blow to the Ilorin Emirate and the entire Muslim Ummah. In a condolence message, Alhaji Oladimeji said the late Chief Imam was a distinguished religious leader whose life was defined by scholarship, humanity, and unwavering service to Islam and humanity. He further prayed that Allah, in His infinite mercy, forgives the shortcoming of the departed scholar. Minister of Interior Olubunmi Tunji-Ojo today paid an unannounced visit to the Nigerian Immigration Service Passport Office in Gwagwalada, Abuja, where he criticized delays in passport processing and warned applicants against making extra payment. The minister inspected operations at the VIP and children's session of the passport office and engaged both officials and applicant, questioning why applicants were still waiting long after the office was expected to commence operations. During the visit, Tunji-Ojo got feedback from applicants and cautioned them against paying money outside official fees, insisting that Nigerians had already paid fully for passport services. He expressed displeasure that only a few applicants had been attended to hours after opening time, despite the section being designated for expedited services. Immigration officers admitted that although the office was scheduled to open by 8 a.m., operation began later after the generator was switched on at about 9 a.m. The National Youth Service Corps has issued a travel and safety advisory to the prospective corps members of the 2026 batch A Stream 1, urging them to prioritize their safety while traveling to their retention camps. According to a post on NYC X handle, NYC advised corps members must undertake their journeys only during the daytime, warning against night travel due to increased security and road safety risk. According to the advisory, prospective corps members are encouraged to use registered transport companies and approved motorparks to reduce exposure to unsafe travel conditions. The NYC also urged travelers to share their live location with family members or trusted contacts throughout their journey, noting that these could be helpful in emergencies. The NYC reiterated its commitment to the safety and well-being of all corps members and urged strict adherence to the guidelines as the 2026 batch A Stream 1 orientation exercise approaches. The Lagos State House of Assembly has backed the state's executive in the ongoing demolition of structures and shanties erected along shorelines and under high-tension cables across the state. The chairman, House Committee on Information, Security and Strategy, Mr. Stephen Ogundipe, said this today in a statement in Lagos. The state government, through the Ministry of Physical Planning and Urban Development, has embarked on the demolition of illegal structures, especially in the Oworo, Shoki and Makoko areas in the state. Makoko residents had last week protested at the Assembly complex over the demolition of their structures, urging Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu to stop further demolition. Ogundipe, representing Oshodi Solo Constituency 1, said the exercise was a necessary step to safeguard the lives and properties of residents in the state. The spokesman said the leadership of the Assembly viewed the exercise as responsible and forward-looking. The news across the world is... The news across the world is brought to you from Diamond 88.7 FM Ilorin. We'll go on a break now, and when we return, we'll bring you foreign and sport news. Don't worry, please.
Follow us on social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Diamond 87 FM. Diamond FM, shining supreme.
You're welcome back from the short break. You're still listening to news across the world, reaching you from Diamond 88.7 FM in Ilorin. Now we move on to the foreign stories. Now to the foreign scene. Spain begins 3 days of national mourning today for the 41 people killed in a high-speed train crash that the Prime Minister has vowed to investigate. The crash is Spain's deadliest train accident since 2013, when 80 people died after a train veered off a curved section of track outside the northwestern city of Santiago de Compostela. The latest disaster took place when a train operated by rail company Aereo, traveling from Malaga to Madrid, derailed near Ademuz in the southern Andalusia region. 40 deaths have been confirmed due to the crash. The head of Andalusia's regional government, Juan Manuel Moreno, told a news conference, raising the toll from 39. Transport Minister Oscar Puente said the first train to derail was practically new, and the section of the track where the disaster happened had been recently renovated, making the accident extremely strange. Still on the foreign scene, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky has said he was worried U.S. President Donald Trump's push to take Greenland could be diverting focus away from Russia's invasion, now approaching its 4-year mark. Ukraine, which is currently battling a wave of Russian strikes on its energy infrastructure, is keen to avoid a dispute that could fracture unity among its Western allies. He added that the dispute surrounding Greenland, a Danish autonomous territory, and the Ukraine war should not be seen as interchangeable. Trump last week threatened European nations with tariff up to 25% for opposing his plans to acquire Greenland, drawing anger from Brussels and putting the NATO military alliance on their unprecedented strain. That into foreign news. Up next is our business news.
Diamond FM Business News.
In our business update today, there was tension at the entrance of the Federal Ministry of Finance in Abuja as protesting indigenous contractors blocked the premises, preventing the Minister of State for Finance, Doris Uzoka Anite, from entering the complex. The protesters, operating under the banner of the All Indigenous Contractors Association of Nigeria, barricaded the main gates in protest over unpaid obligations allegedly owed by the federal government. The contractors accused the federal government of failing to settle payment for completed projects and alleged that funds provided for this purpose in the 2024 and 2025 budget had not been released. They said the prolonged delay has pushed many of their members into financial distress. Speaking during the protest, the president of the All Indigenous Contractors Association of Nigeria, Jackson Nwosu, said the renewed action was driven by mounting unpaid obligations, tightening cash flow conditions, rising loan default, and the seizure of assets belonging to contractors who borrowed to execute government projects. That ends our business news. Up next is our entertainment news.
Diamond FM Entertainment News.
An entertainment update for today. Popular Nollywood star Sarah Martins has reportedly collapsed and taken to hospital following a sudden health emergency. The actress shared details of the frightening incident on her Instagram page, explaining that she woke up unable to feel part of her body and momentarily feared she was lifeless. Despite the alarming symptoms, Sarah said she still pushed herself to go to shop to carry out inventory and conduct interviews for new staff. It was during this process that she reportedly slumped and was immediately taken to the hospital. Doctors subjected her to more than 30 medical examinations, including checks for cancer, fibroid, kidney, and liver function, malaria, and typhoid, but all tests returned negative. Medical personnel have reportedly advised her to embark on complete rest due to extreme exhaustion. That ends our entertainment news. Up next is our sport news.
Diamond FM Sports News.
From the exciting world of sport today. Senegal's national football team, the Lions of Teranga, and their coaching staff were welcomed home to a warm reception after winning the 2025 African Cup of Nations title. Members of the victorious squad were seen at the airport at night, proudly wearing their gold medals and national colors, while photographers, officials, and supporters gathered to greet them. The players later presented the AFCON trophy to Senegalese President Bassirou Faye, marking the nation's second continental title. The return of the champion symbolizes national pride and unity as the country celebrated one of its most significant football milestones. Still from the exciting world of sport, Nigeria will tomorrow face Algeria in their first game in the 2025 African Handball Championship in Kigali, Rwanda. Nigerian senior men's handball team, popularly known as the Golden Arrows, arrived in Kigali, Rwanda today ahead of the 2025 African Men's Handball Nations Championship. The team is led by the president of the Handball Federation of Nigeria, HFN, Mr. Jibril Saidu Oji, FNSQ, alongside other officials of the federation, underscoring the importance attached to the competition. The Golden Arrows touched down in Kigali on Tuesday afternoon and are expected to begin final preparation ahead of the start of the championship. Coached by Rafiu Salami, Nigeria will open their campaign against Algeria on Wednesday, with the match scheduled for 1 p.m. And that's it from the exciting world of sport. With that, we've come to the end of news across the world. But before we go, here's a recap of the major highlights. Chief Imam of Ilorin laid to rest. Interior Minister visit passport office unannounced, condemns delays. NYC warns batch ACO members against late night travel. On the foreign scene, Spain train disaster death toll rises to 41. In business news, protesting contractors block finance ministry again over unpaid debt. In entertainment news, Nollywood actress Sarah Martin Slums rushed to hospital. From the world of sports, Senegal team returns home, present AFCON trophy to president. For today in history. Did you know that on this day in 1960, Patrice Lumumba, the Congolese nationalist leader, was sentenced to 6 months in a Belgian Congo jail for inciting anti-colonial riot? Now, you know, for information about happenings around you, kindly reach out to Diamond FM newsroom number on 091-6062-7526. One more time, 091-6062-7526. The news across the world was edited by Abiodun Akinwumi, and my name is Omonike Babatunde. Thank you for listening to your Shania Supreme Station, and please stand by for the news in Yoruba language. Good evening.
For up-to-date news reported across the globe, be rest assured you're on